G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today's the exciting video. We got some new fish. But before we look at the new fish, I want to talk about I just want to show you something on the koi pond. So let's have a look at that. Alright, so I got a jar changer out, no job too big. I still kind of plan on giving this away to somebody, but I kind of enjoy it myself, so it's a bit hard to give away. So like, I want to actually mention something. One thing, the koi seem way happier. For anybody, now that I thought about it, I noticed something. The other day I was trying to get a nice photo of the koi sitting in this window after I cleaned the glass last week, and I noticed like none of the koi were up near the glass, and like I didn't think much of it at the time, but now I realized that there was something wrong. They seem way happier today. Look, they're already coming up now, having a look. I did like probably like a 5,000 litre water change on this thing. I basically had the pump running here. I was like flooding my lawn. I actually flooded my shed as well. It went in the shed. My bad. I need to put a drain along here. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. And so yeah, massive water changes. Luckily I've got Seachem safe, and like I can just dump the powder in there when I use tap water. So a lot of people ask, I posted this on Facebook, and for some reason you mention anything about a jar changer on Facebook and people hate it. And I don't know why. Like, I get you can make one DIY, but you can make a lot of things DIY, and this guy's just making these up and selling them. Maybe if it was like a couple of elbows, I wouldn't be very impressed. But the fact that he's like melting that pipe that perfectly, I think it's I think he's done well making these. So I'm going to continue to talk about it. It's not a paid promotion. I got that for free. I did plan on giving it away, but it's coming in handy. Maybe I'll give that one away, and I'll just make a new shonky one for myself. I don't really need one that nice. And I promised I'd give it away when I first got it, so I should probably stick to my promises. So people were like, why don't you just put the hose in the pond? I do have this hose sitting here, but what happens, right, if I put this hose in the pond, like, you know how you tie knots in it and all that jazz, I've had once or twice where the hose like flings around and it actually falls out of the pond. So this just takes away that problem. So I don't really see why people have to be so negative about it. I've actually, just in case the koi fish were actually sick and not just from the aloe vera plant, I've got some antibiotics here. Oh, it's all stuck together. I thought that would be dry by now. This food has got tetracycline on it. Now I'm getting it all over my hands. So I'll just feed this for a couple of days. Trying to break it up so see, they're not even like, they don't even really have the appetite. See if they should realise. Normally this big one here goes first, and then everybody follows. Maybe if I throw in some dry food, the dry food will hit the water and they'll see it better. No, not today. Also guys, one other problem is I feed them at night and now it's morning. Come on, there's food. They ate this yesterday. I gave them the tetracycline food. There we go. They've just been a bit silly. They've obviously still got their appetite, which is good. The only thing I worry about like this situation, let me know what you guys think. So if I put tetracycline food in the water and it hits the water. I'm guessing I want the fish to eat that pretty much straight away, because if it floats on the water for 30 seconds, does that mean the tetracycline is like floating away in the water, or does it stick to the food for a serious period of time? If anybody is a scientist that can tell me the answer to that, let me know. I want that to dry out a bit better. I'm guessing the more dry it is too, the better the tetracycline will stick to it. Like I said, I don't think the fish are sick, but I think they're just getting poisoned, which I don't know. If they're getting poisoned, it's good in the way of it was an easy fix. If they are sick, it's bad in a way that I've got to figure out what's wrong with them. But I've found with every fish, you feed them tetracycline, they get better. Good antibiotic. Let's go have a look at the new fish. Alright guys, sorry we're fogging up a bit, but here's one of the new fish. So they're not actually a new species for me, they're a fish that I already own, but we're adding to the colony, which is exciting because that means that I've got two bloodlines to mix with. And my idea here is I was thinking about pulling out the males that Ryan gave me and only using my males, and that way I know the fry are definitely two bloodlines crossed, which is exciting, especially in the African cichlid world, or in any cichlid world. Sorry guys, you're fogging up. Because in Australia it's very limited, the bloodlines, so when you can mix bloodlines it's a good thing. So they're really skittish. The Nikali have always been pretty skittish for me. One thing is I do need to increase water changes on this tank and increase filtration, and I've kind of got to think about moving the fish now, because these two colonies in here are way too big for this tank. This tank's only 2.5 foot by 2 foot by 1.5 foot, and it's currently got like 35 to 40 Mabuna in it. Now, yes, that is way overstocked, but just before anybody who's new to the channel gets angry at me, this tank gets like 15 to 20% water change a day. It actually gets double the tank next to it. So, sorry, you're fogging up again. So please don't stress too much. I've got some new filters. You know the Systema Tupperware containers? They're actually on special at Big W at the moment for half price. So jump down and grab some if you want to make some filters. And if you don't know how to make the filter, jump down there, grab the containers, and you'll be able to watch how to make the filter during the week this week, because I'll be making some. What else? That's about it for that tank. So that one's got 4 sponge filters in it, and I still even want to increase it more than that. So the next new fish down this street, so these guys, there's a couple of beaten up females, so the male is obviously pretty aggressive. I might have to move back here, sit down, and just wait a minute. Oh, it looks like the camera's stopped fogging up. So you can tell which ones are mine. Mine are the smaller ones, and the bigger ones are the ones that I got. These actually came from a friend named Blair, but they passed, basically, Ryan actually bought these off Blair and then gave them to me. So huge shout outs to Ryan. Basically, my plan is to, when I breed these, I'm going to be giving back some fry to Ryan to put in the shop. Just as a thank you, because he didn't have to buy these fish and then give them straight to me. That's insane. So there's basically 2 fish that are beaten up that should just heal. There's this one girl here which has a lump on its side. I'm considering, I don't know, I've got to do a bit more research on this. I'm either going to cut that off, or I'm going to feed them tetracycline, basically make up some more food, the same as what I'm feeding the koi. If you guys know in the comments what I should do, I'm happy to listen to the subscribers. I know you guys have helped me out before when I've been in a pinch, but I really want to try and treat the female. I can tell it's just from the male attacking it, but it's causing an infection. This is also a tank which I need to add more filtration, so one of the new filters I'm going to be making will be going in this tank. Unfortunately, the male is super skittish. He just does not come into town. Look, they're all females, every one of those fish you're looking at right now. See, if you look at the back there, see that gold female? My plan is to line breed that female. So if she has a mouthful, that is the girl that I want. Those are the fish that I want to keep and breed for myself. I'm not really sure if it's like a different collection point or what the go is, but there's only 2 that are showing the gold. I can't see the other one right now. I wish the male would come out. Maybe I'll feed them and you guys will be able to see the male. I'll get the food. Alright guys, so I dropped some food in there so you can see the male. Here he comes. He's not looking as bright today. He was brighter yesterday. So I've actually got some of my tetracycline food. I've got a little bit left, so I'm feeding that to them. I did do a no-no here guys. I didn't quarantine these fish, but they came off somebody I trust. And I don't, and obviously the lump on that fish, it's not like it's an illness that's affecting all of them. So yeah, don't do as I say and don't do as I do. If you get new fish, please quarantine them. Generally I'm alright because I run species only tanks, but when I get, it's very rare that I get the same fish to add to the same species, so I didn't quarantine these, so I'm a bit of a naughty boy. But I'm just excited because if anybody knows, I didn't own a male. So Ryan knew that I didn't own a male, and he specifically got these fish for me and like thought of me. So that, I just think that's very thoughtful, guys, and that's why they sponsor the channel, because they're actually really good people. So here's a funny one for you guys. I actually messaged Blair about buying these fish and he said, oh sorry, they're already sold. But he had sold them to Ryan, who was giving them to me, which I didn't know that at the time. So I was actually devastated. I was like, damn, I need the male. Not a very common fish, like I could have got a male. This sucks. And then Ryan messaged me, he's like, hey, I've got some new fish for you. So it was pretty funny. The fish community is so small and tight knit, and it's just cool. Like there's an example of how like somebody I know and another person that I know, somebody I know selling these fish, I missed out on them, and then somebody else I know like, bought them for me. That's crazy. So once again, huge appreciation to Kareen Pet Central. I keep saying Ryan bought these fish for me, but at the end of the day, it's Kareen Pet Central, because Kareen Pet Central is my sponsor, and like they deserve the credit where credit is due. So thank you to them. If you like this video, give it a that's not a thumb, that's a thumb. Give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. Don't forget, every subscriber is in the chance to win a $200 Amazon gift card. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.